All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome to DNA Trivia. My name is Dean Cernils, and I have the lovely Allison with me today. Please drop into the comments. Let us know if you can hear everything, and let us know everything's going okay out there. We rely on you out there to be part of the show here at DNA Trivia. Just had a really fabulous conversation with Travis Tober of Aviation Gin. I'm going to be making a cocktail with Aviation Gin in just a moment for Allison and I. All right. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and make a drink, and we'll get on with the show. And there we go. Cool. Aviation Gin was a great cocktail spirit or whiskey gin to have on the show. Just a minute ago, we had Travis Tober joining us, and we went live with Aviation Gin. He told us a whole bunch of fun stories. That's a healthy pour to start off with, isn't it? To start off our DNA trivia with some Aperol, and this is Italicus. It rhymes with Metallicus. And this is a great new, it was actually awarded the Best New Spirit of the Year a couple of years ago through Tales of the Cocktail. And there's a bunch of lemon juice. And because of my excessive overpour, I'm going to add the simple syrup in just a moment. There we go. Woohoo! It's a big drink. Here's some Master of Mixes simple syrup, which is really just sugar and water mixed together. Of course, we got a great shelf life on our simple syrup. And we'll shake this up to give a lovely cocktail to my lovely Allison, who's helping us out tonight. All right, there's one glass, and there's a second, and here comes Allison's fabulous glass. And we'll strain this out. There's a big heavy pour of Aviation Gin, a little bit of lemon, Aperol, and Italicus to finish that off. Here's the cocktail that's going to get us through trivia tonight. I hope you're out there. I hope you're enjoying the show. We'll get started in just a couple of moments here. And a little bit of orange zest over top of the drink. I'm going to get this over to Allison. There we go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, if you're out there in the comments, please jump in online and let us know you're out there. We appreciate you very much.
It's really good.
Here, check my text to make sure that everything's going just well out there. It seems a little quiet out there. There we go, nothing. All right, we're going to go ahead with the show. We're going to go ahead with some trivia. Our DNA bar trivia. Can you check your phone, make sure we're going live, and make sure everybody can see us? Oh, we're live. All right. Yay. Cool. There's Johnny Fantastic joining us. Woo woo! All right. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for tuning in. I chatted with Johnny earlier today. It was fun, actually. Johnny reached out. I sent some flare bottles. Here I am getting stuck to my magic props. I sent some flare bottles to a dear friend of mine over in Italy, and she posted them online. And Johnny was like, "Hey, congratulations!" So thanks, Johnny. Hey, all of our questions today are brought to you by Mixologist, the Journal of the American Cocktail. Here we have a number of just key writers and influencers in the industry in the early 2000s. We've got Jared Brown, Anastasia Miller, Robert Hess, Dale DeGroff was on the review board here, and David Wondrich. They all got together to produce a book about some of the historical, just some of the things that led to the cocktail becoming as iconic as it is today over the last 100, almost 200 years, actually over 200 years that the cocktail has existed. So they go back into a bunch of the different histories of many of the different players and you know, things like the punch. What do we know about the punch? Why was it lost? It's all here in the book. And I really love trivia because it's actually getting me to open up my books and get back into my books that I have somewhat neglected over the years. So here we go. We're looking at our very first question. Johnny, fantastic. This one's coming out to you, sir. This style of drink was named after the Hindi word for the number 5. Was it A, punch, B, martini, C, aperitif, or D, the julep? Which one of these words was the Hindi word for 5? Johnny, you got any questions? Got any challenges? Throw it in there.
Pretty quiet out there tonight.
It is quiet out there tonight. I'm wondering if my Facebook post is working.
It is. It said one drink with
Oh, perfect.
Tober.
We're having some challenges with our restream.
Oh.
All right. Hey, Johnny Fantastic has jumped in with punch. I'm going to assume that that's the final answer because it absolutely is. A, punch or punch is 5, the Hindi word for 5. So 5 ingredients going into a punch, a more traditional punch. There it is. All right. The chat has a horrible delay, he says. Yes. That's because we're going from eCam into Restream into YouTube and Facebook. So, all right.
We're hooked up properly, so all right.
All right, all is good on our end. We're going to move into question number 2.
All right. This author was the first to publish the Martini. This author was the first to publish the Martini.
The recipe for the Martini.
Was it Jerry Thomas in 1862? Harry Johnson in 1888?
I knew you were going to chuckle at that name.
Jerry Thomas in 1887? O.H. Byron, 1884.
Jerry Thomas, 1862. Harry Johnson's 1888. Alice can't stop from chuckling when we say Harry Johnson out loud. Jerry Thomas, 1887. Now, Jerry Thomas had the very first book about bartending, the very first list of bartending recipes in 1862. But his book was reprinted many times. 1887. There was an 1881 edition, as well as a 28 and a 32.
Well, this is the book that you're in search of all the time.
Yes. Your friend Elizabeth has this. Here is 2 of them, or 3 of them. Here are 3 of the Jerry Thomas books. There's the Jerry Thomas 1862. Here's the Jerry Thomas 1928 or 32, and this is the Jerry Thomas 1928 or 32.
And which is the one that Sandra Sables has?
This one. She has the 1862. Yeah, one of Allison's friends has an 1862 version of this, just sitting in her thing of bartending stuff. Yeah, in her bar. She's got a bar, a couple of old bartending books, and a Jerry Thomas 1862. You can imagine we were house sitting for her one night, and I'm going through her bar, of course, as I would, and I found an 1862 version of Jerry Thomas. I almost lost my pants. All right.
Okay, so Johnny says Jerry Thomas 1862.
Oh, Johnny, so close. Oh.
It's Harry Johnson.
It's Harry Johnson.
1888.
Yeah, in fact, Jerry Thomas wrote about the Martinez cocktail. The Martinez cocktail is one of the predecessors of the Martini. There was another one, according to Dale DeGroff. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But Harry Johnson was the first to publish the Martini cocktail in 1888. Cool, Johnny. It's just the 3 of us, man. Hang in there with us.
Woohoo! Where'd my mama go? I thought she was joining us. I guess she was just popping in to say hi.
Question number 3. I still wonder if our Facebook is going.
That was Facebook that it posted incorrectly too, so I mean, at least people know that we're on.
Right, they should see us on.
Yeah.
We usually have a bunch of fans here following along. I'm sure it's a technical issue. Anyway, we got Johnny Fantastic.
Right.
Who else do we need?
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. He's like a superhero. Yeah, I'm Johnny Fantastic. Here's question number 3. What brand's 1940s marketing promoted the use of vodka in place of gin in the martini?
Oh, hi! One moment, please. There we go.
It is. What brand's marketing was the first to promote vodka in place of gin in the martini? It's 4 o'clock in the morning in Germany.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that's pretty
I
cool.
love you, Johnny. I
We're
love
that
you so much.
We're that important to
I
somebody.
didn't know Johnny Fantastic was in Germany. I chatted with him today. I didn't realize he was in Germany. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Here we are, just in my basement, having a cocktail, doing some trivia, chatting with some
Well,
amazing
you're in
dude.
your basement. I'm in Paris, as you can
Oh,
clearly see.
oh, right. Yes, in your background, you're in a nice Christmas evening in Paris.
That's right.
Well, you know. And Johnny Fantastic's in Germany.
That's
Hey,
great.
Johnny, do you know Romina? We'll see if he knows Romina.
Are you just saying that? Because
No, Romina is our sales rep in Germany.
Oh, okay.
She's awesome.
I thought you were just saying that because it was
Oh, right. Like, yeah, like, hey, you're from Canada. Do you know Susie and
Right.
Johnny from Canada?
Oh, you're from Canada. Do you wear boots
Boots,
and shoes?
live in an igloo.
Drink Coke?
All right, so which vodka was it? Was it A, Smirnoff, B, Absolut, C, Popov, or D, McCormicks vodka?
I'm going to go back to the question. What brands 1940s... Okay. Because I'm going to try to answer since nobody else is. I'm going to guess... McCormicks?
Oh, no. It was Smirnoff vodka. Smirnoff vodka was the first to try to
Okay.
promote vodka in place of gin in the martini.
Has that been around? It's been around that long?
Yeah, Smirnoff vodka was the first vodka to come to the United States in the 1940s.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Johnny doesn't know Romina. We have to get you in touch with Romina. All right.
He doesn't have a clue about the vodka. That's okay. And Ellen said, "You Hoosier, eh?"
Oh, right on. Hey, thanks, Ellen.
Oh, Johnny would have said Smirnoff, so he would have been right.
Yeah, Johnny, you got it right. Johnny, you got it right, man.
Yep, you get a point.
Ellen's joined us, so we've got 2 of you guys out there. We've got Ellen in Canada and Johnny in Germany. I'm in Indiana, and Allison is in Paris. Nice Christmas evening in Paris. She's the only person on the street because it's a pandemic.
Right.
You're
It's
going to get
really
arrested.
unusually warm too. Otherwise, I would have a hat on. I had to take it off because it was
Right.
burning up.
And a scarf, maybe.
Well, yeah, my scarf blew away in the wind, but it is unusually warm. It's windy because it is warm. We might have a tornado.
Oh, a tornado in Paris.
Yep.
Sounds like a movie.
No.
Question number 4.
Roses, lime, and gin found their
They found their way into.
into
Sorry.
the British Navy in 1867. Who was known to mix the two? The roses, lime, and gin found their way into the British Navy in 1867. Who was known to mix the two? Was it Sir Francis Drake?
Lauchlin.
Lauchlin Rose? Winston Churchill? Or Sir Thomas D. Gimlette? Oh, I have a guess.
You have a guess all of a sudden.
I do all of a sudden.
Yeah, we've got some really great questions. You know, like I was saying, I've got this giant library of cocktail books. Some of them I have read, and some of them I've skipped through and skimmed through. And this book was pretty heavy in text and stuff, so I have to admit I probably just skimmed through it a little bit. Until this week when I was pulling these 15 questions out. And it's so chock full of information. Every single page could have a question on it. So if you want to know about the great history, the Journal of the American Cocktail, right here.
All right.
Brian Brian Zachow has joined us.
Johnny says Mr. Gimlette, and
Sir
Ellen
Thomas
says
Gimlette.
Lauchlin Rose, and Brian says Mr. Gimlette.
Very good.
Anyone final answer?
If you drop a final answer on it, we will go exactly with your answer no matter what. Of course, coming out of gin was born in England and was supported by the Royal Navy, the British Royal Navy. Lauchlin Rose is well known as the man who invented Rose's lime cordial. So he had lime juice that didn't go bad while it was on the ships, and that lime juice was the first to be added to gin to create the gimlet.
Oh.
So Ellen was like,
Ryan Clark said, made it. What's the question? Final answer.
Thanks for joining us, Ryan. Very good.
That's what I would have guessed too.
Yes.
The only reason is because I've heard of a gimlet in a movie.
Right. Gimlet. Yes, Sir Thomas D. Gimlette was.
What heard you talk about?
He actually became the Surgeon General. But he was the first to mix Rose's lime with gin, and all the sailors started calling it the gimlet.
I've heard you talk about it too. More than in the movies, but that's where I first heard of it.
All right, here comes question number 5. All right, we've got a gang of people following us now. We've got Ellen and Ryan are regulars. Johnny Fantastic. It's 4:00 in Germany for Johnny Fantastic. So please give your applause to Johnny Fantastic for keeping us rolling here so early in the morning. So he's either ending his night at 4:00 in the morning or starting his morning at 4:00 in the morning.
Starting a big pot of coffee.
Yeah. All right, question number 5. This cocktail first appeared at the Raffles Hotel, the Raffles Hotel's Long Bar in 1915, or around 1915. This cocktail first appeared at the Raffles Hotel's Long Bar around 1950p. Oh, wow, look at that. Ryan Clark jumped in even before I could give the suggested answers. Was it A, the Martinez, B, the Harvey Wallbanger, C, the Kamikaze, or D, the Singapore Sling? Thanks, Ellen, for cheering on our Johnny Fantastic.
Oh, he said final, and I would have guessed Singapore Sling, and that's only because I've heard of that before too. Oh,
there is the Singapore Sling. How did you hear of the Singapore Sling and the Raffles Hotel? How did you know that?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. It was just a guess.
Oh, all right. Cool. Good job, guys. Good job. Everybody's jumping in saying, hey, I know that answer.
Yeah. I'm just a good guesser. Allison, where are you? Megan wants to know where I am. I'm in Paris, Megan. This is, I'm not sure which street this is. I forget. You know, I've only been here like 3 or 4 times, so I forget the names of the streets. But I'm in Paris for Christmas. All right.
Diana Roberts is joining us. Ryan, what are you reading, man? You should be reading this.
Upside down.
Yeah.
All right.
Mixology, the Journal of the American Cocktail. I'm sure you've already read this. So cool. All right, let's move on to our next question. Question number 6.
I was going to say 8. 2 more months and I can have new glasses. This cocktail was created at Harry's American Bar and could only be prepared over 4 months of the year. This cocktail was created at Harry's American Bar and could only be prepared over 4 months of the year. Was it the Bellini, the Bloody Mary, the New York Sour, or the... Not sure how to pronounce that.
I could pronounce it earlier today, but Cipriani cocktail.
A little bit of a flifflo with your tongue there.
The Cipriani cocktail. Cipriani was the owner of Harry's New York Bar, or American Bar. Oh, I'm just beating that up now.
Harry's New York Bar, Harry.
Well, hello, sir. Thank you for joining us, Mecklin.
guessing the Bellini.
He's guessing it's the Bellini. Could it be the Bloody Mary? The New York Sour?
Bellini because of fresh peaches, says Ryan.
Yeah.
The question again. At Harry's bar. Oh, sorry. Harry. Which one of these is
Harry's American Bar. Now, the cocktail could only be served over 4 months of the year, so Ryan is absolutely correct. They used fresh peaches. They had people in the kitchen freshly squeezing peach
that makes
juice.
sense because the Bellini's made with fresh fruit, right?
Yes, it's made with fresh white peaches. The owner, Mr. Cipriani, see what I did there? Cipriani was a fan of white peaches, and he wanted to use it in a cocktail, and he created the Bellini.
Makes sense.
Very good.
Context clues.
I try to throw a context clue in with the rest of the question.
That's much appreciated.
Here's question number 7. Joan Crawford.
Don't
All
waffle.
right, just to put this whole thing in, to put the whole night in perspective. I've been hanging.
Original.
I've been hanging out with Travis Tober, who was on Behind the Glass with Dean Cerneals, and One Drink with Travis Tober, and he likes to drink his Aviation gin warm in a dirty glass. Straight, yeah. I just added the dirty glass thing myself, but that's how he drinks his drink or his gin. So I've been drinking gin with him, yeah. So the night has been long. Love you guys. Here we go. Joan Crawford once said that drinking this Caribe Hilton original cocktail was better than
Ellen has
slapping Betty Davis in the face. Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, Ryan's already chimed in, but I am not putting his comment up yet.
The Caribbean. See, that was my context clue. See, I always put in a clue to the drink plus a clue.
He's
so
on top of it.
Ryan is on top of it.
Keeps chiming in before the.
Ryan's a pro.
Very much so.
Yeah, he's smart.
He's
eh?
Smarty pants, smarty pants.
A, the daiquiri. B, the Piña Colada. C, the Tequila Sunrise. Or D, the Mojito.
Piña Colada final.
Oh, he's saying Piña Colada. Oh my gosh, he's already got an answer in. I can't believe it.
And he's right.
Smashed pineapples, there it is. Or strained pineapples, pardon me, Ryan. Strained pineapples, thank you. The Piña Colada. It's better than slapping Betty Davis in the face. Can we acknowledge that at all? I mean, that was a great part of the question.
It was hilarious, and you're being called names. What is it?
He says, looky here, hoser.
Hoser.
Yeah, that's a hoser, eh?
I know what a hoser
Oh,
is.
yeah, you know what a hoser is, eh? You know, hey, I have Ryan. You'd be happy, and Ellen as well, eh? You know, you'd be happy to know that I have thoroughly introduced Allison here to the McKenzie brothers.
I know all about hosers.
Take off, eh? You know, the greatest song ever written by Geddy Lee. $5 is $5. That's my favorite line ever.
This is funny. Oh crap! Sorry, one of these little things. All right, there we go.
Question number 8.
This man was a pharmacist, born in Saint Dominique. He moved to New Orleans and operated a drugstore. He was once thought to have invented the cocktail.
I had a lazy day on the couch yesterday writing these questions up.
Oh, don't lie. I was the one that wrote them. Hello from Vegas.
Hey, Michael Ingersoll's joining us. How's Fumar doing, my friend? How you guys surviving out there?
Ellen's cracking up again. This man was a pharmacist born in Saint Dominique. He moved to New Orleans and operated a drugstore. He was once thought to have invented the cocktail.
Thought to have invented the cocktail. I gave this question to Allison. It has like the worst, most difficult names. Every single one of them is hard to pronounce.
Antoine Amédée Peychaud. I know that one.
Oh yeah, Peychaud's Bitters.
Don Jose Pavis.
Pavis. I don't know that one.
Is that well, it depends on what country that name's from.
Probably France-ish. But, I mean, Don Jose was probably Mexican. Maybe. I don't know. That was
Dr.
probably
J.G.B. Siegert.
Okay, very good, very good.
All right. H.L. Mencken.
Right.
That's a tough one. I don't even remember what the question was now. A little slow. Are we a little slow? Is this our feed? Slow.
Yeah, our feed's a little slow tonight, I think. Oh, well, sorry, that was Michael Ingersoll was saying that Fuel Bar is a little slow tonight.
Oh.
Or a little slow right now.
Not the feed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, not good.
Well,
not good. For
yeah,
him.
there's a pandemic apparently. So we don't know that because we're in a basement and we can't tell.
Well, I'm in Paris. I already knew that. I'm sorry.
Right, there's a pandemic in Paris?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
all over the
realize it was,
world.
that's why there's no one behind you on the streets behind
That's
you.
why I'm all by myself. I'm social distancing. And so is everyone else.
Thank you. Thank
Obviously.
you for your sacrifice.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
All right, Johnny Fantastic says Peychaud, question mark. Ryan Clark says Peychauds.
Oh, I am so sorry I'm behind.
No worries. All right. Who is said to have invented the cocktail, or at least the locals say he invented the cocktail?
My guess is Peychaud also.
Was it Antoine Peychaud's, Don Jose Pavis, Dr. J.G.B. Siegert, or H.L. Mencken? Now, I know H.L. Mencken was a famous author, and he did not, because he wrote about the person that invented. Don Jose Pavis was the owner of the building that the drugstore was built in.
Germany's
Wow.
in complete lockdown, not allowed to leave the house from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Wow, complete lockdown. Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's coming to us. I know it is.
We have to do this every night just for Johnny.
It's coming.
Every night we have to do trivia for Johnny.
Poor Johnny. That's horrible. All right, answer.
Siegert. Oh,
sorry.
that's all right. I was going to just build it up to nothing anyway. Peychaud's Bitters is absolutely correct. Antoine or Anthony Bitters was known as the man from New Orleans who introduced the cocktail to New Orleans in the early 1800s, 1830s. But of course, the cocktail itself was well known by the rest of the world by 1806. Maybe not well known, but it was out there. All right, let's move on to our next question.
Next.
Question number 9. That means it's mine. I'm going to have a sip of my Aviation gin.
Question number 9. That means it's mine.
Oh, yeah. See, I
Did you
rhymed.
do that on purpose?
Yeah. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Ba-da-ba. Great Britain's only Dutch monarch, William of Orange, fostered this from his homeland.
I bet I know the answer to this.
I think you do. In fact, Mad Mixologist, I actually named one of my Mad Mixologist shows the William of Orange because I was taking a bill out of Orange. Bill from Orange. Get it? William? Bill?
Yes, that's
from
right.
Orange? Bill of Orange?
I remember.
It's
like ingrained in my brain.
Thank you very much for appreciating my
Love it.
subtle humor.
Every time I hear it, I think of you.
All right. William of Orange brought to England. Did he bring dry curacao, the water of life, vodka, or Jenever? Ryan Clark says triple sec question mark. We got a question mark out of Ryan Clark. Yes. Oh, Johnny Fantastic says Jenever. Not to be confused with your navel.
Depends on what country you're from.
Perhaps.
Could be your neighbor.
That's just a portion of the United States.
I was gonna say I definitely think that's the U.S. and probably somewhere in the South. Your neighbor. There's my neighbor. Your neighbor down there.
All right, William of Orange brought dry curacao, water of life, vodka, or Jenever to England.
Before the answer,
Oh, okay, Ryan. We get you now, buddy. We get you. It's
Right,
okay.
but you got the last two
We know you're really
correct
smart.
before the answer was up. So what happened this time? I think you might have got.
All right, anybody dropping a final answer on us? Ryan, drop a final answer on us. He's sticking with curacao.
They're so close.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That means I did a good job on making a tricky answer.
All right. Did somebody say final? No. A. Ellen says A.
Everybody's going for dry cure, so.
Unless he's from Holland.
Ooh.
Do
The
they
Netherlands?
Do they have Genevers in Holland?
Well, they have gin in Holland, and Jenever is from Holland. Is Holland?
I was talking.
The Netherlands is Holland, right?
They don't have.
No, the
belly buttons in
Netherlands
Holland?
is the Netherlands. That was the. Yeah. I'm so confused now.
I know.
I've been drinking gin all night.
Everybody's got belly buttons. That's why it's so confusing. Sheesh.
So American of you to say.
I'm an American.
Jenever. There it is.
Oh, no.
Yes, thank you, Johnny. Fantastic. Thanks for waking me up today. Yes, Lucas Bowles was, of course, involved in Jenever and gin production. Jenever is also
The
gin.
person that lives next to you.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, he's your neighbor.
Your neighbor.
Yeah,
over
your
there.
neighbor's over there.
Your neighbor over there. I was not born in Kentucky. Oh, it's the same-ish, Ryan says.
That's another Canadian living in America.
Why is it a J, not G?
Well, let me look that up in the Mixologist, the Journal of the American Cocktail.
Is a G pronounced that way?
Let's just
sometimes?
move on to the next question, just in case I'm wrong.
Then. Okay, because I was kind of curious too. But that's okay.
But I know that.
I suddenly became not curious.
I wouldn't have put G if it was really a J, or I wouldn't have put J if it was a G. I would have copied it direct. Question number 10.
This was added to Plymouth Gin to create pinkers or pink gin. Oops. What was added to Plymouth Gin to create pinkers or pink gin? Is that actually pink, the color pink?
Yes.
Or that? All right. Is it 2D Baker's Bitter?
2 dashes.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what is 2D? Like two-dimensional? All right. 2 dashes of Baker's Bitter, 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters, 2 dashes of Peychaud's Bitters, or 2 dashes of Bitter Truth Bitters.
Actually, Ellen just pointed out, absolutely great point. Ellen was, like, if you were to ask me, how do I know Ellen?
Your neighbors.
Your neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
your neighbors.
Yeah, Ellen and I, we were neighbors. Your neighbors.
No, let me say. You and Ellen, your neighbors.
We were.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, a few years back.
Oh, Diana Roberts says Angostura Bitters.
Oh, Diana.
My guess is Peychaud's Bitters.
Only because I used it tonight in my fabulous
No,
gin
it's because
cocktail.
I know bar stuff.
Oh, right. I'm trying to find the reference in here. This book is so awesome. I was skipping through it today, and I didn't give it the time and effort that it needed. There it is, right there. Pink Gin, page 156. Johnny, thanks for sticking with us. I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning in Germany, or 4 something.
Getting sleepy, my
What is
goodness.
it, 4:36 in the morning, probably?
That's crazy.
Let's see what the answer is. According to Mixologist, the Journal of the American Cocktail, pink gin is made with Angostura Bitters.
I feel so wrong.
You were close, though. That was a tough question. I mean, all those answers were really close, because Booker's Bitters was very popular in the day. And then Angostura and
Oh, Ellen says, watch out behind me.
oh, somebody's coming up to you on the street.
I don't know where they went. They ducked into
They
the
must
alley.
have ducked into the alley. That's awesome.
Close.
We have to buy like
Thank you, Alan.
we have
I
to
could
get
have
you.
died. I could have got COVID.
We have to order like 52 backdrops just for you, So that every week you can have a different backdrop.
Now, if we're gonna have this much fun with the backdrops, don't put any requests in on what they should be. I'll pick them.
That's perfect. Ryan, choose a backdrop for Allison, and we'll see if we can find it. Let's put it out there. Let's ask our guests.
Yes, our guests.
Yeah, you guys choose the backdrop for Allison, and we'll go track it down.
Got you. Thank you,
Ellen gets to choose.
Safe.
Ryan, you can get next week. Okay, or the new year.
Yeah, because we do it every week, so I need a new backdrop.
Yeah, every week we need a new backdrop.
We also accept donations.
Yeah, right, because they're not cheap.
Zombies, yeah.
I didn't expect that out of Ellen.
Oh.
Thank you, Ellen.
That's what you get when you ask the audience. I love it, Ellen. Thank you.
Yeah, I should have been more careful. Well, you know what? She was a good your neighbor. Because if the zombies were coming, I would need her beside me to be thinking smart.
Because she's your neighbor.
Right.
She just had my back. I could have had COVID and totally died, but she got me.
She wasn't your neighbor. She was my neighbor.
No, but she got my back. So she had to have been a very good your neighbor.
Yes, she was. She was a very good neighbor.
Bay of Fundy. I don't know what that is.
You want me to get the Bay of Fundy? Do you think I could find the Bay of Fundy as a backdrop?
I'm a dumb American. What does that mean?
That's a body of water in Canada.
Of course it is.
I think it's in British Columbia.
I'll find it.
Ryan will correct us. He'll tell us. Ryan will tell us. I promise.
All right, next.
Question 11.
Scoot over.
Hydrolysis. Why'd I have to choose this word? I mean, little did I know I'd be into a few gin drinks by now.
So many pictures are flashing into my brain.
Hydrolysis is a simple process of breaking down fructose and glucose to make this bar essential.
Oh, that's not what I thought the question would be.
Ryan Clark, you better be on this. Hydrolysis is a process that breaks down fructose and glucose to make this bar essential.
Ellen said Bay of Fundy's boring.
Oh.
Oh.
Ellen and Ryan are now
There's
in a fisticuffs.
Backdrop war going on.
Ryan Clark thinks this question is simple.
Is this simple? Is it a simple question?
It's a really difficult question to read,
I think they're all difficult.
but I think the answer is rather simple.
They're all difficult when you're a hairdresser.
Well, not if you read the answers.
That's cheating.
No, I think if you read all 4 of those answers, you'd find the one that was the most simple answer.
Oh.
Ah! Yeah!
My guess is Orgeat syrup.
No, it isn't. That's not your real answer.
No, not really, because I was picking the most opposite of simple.
The most difficult to say beyond simple.
Orgeat.
Orgeat. Darcy S. O'Neill was the author of this article or chapter, The Definitive Guide to Simple Syrup. He actually makes simple syrup the most difficult thing to make.
Simple syrup is the most difficult thing to make?
Well, he breaks down the science behind simple syrup, and he shows how not to make simple syrup, how you should make simple syrup, the perfect simple syrup, the ingredients, and he breaks down the scientific breakdown and this and that.
There's a wrong way to make simple syrup?
Yes, there is. There is simple syrup ain't so simple. When you give it to a scientist to break it down.
Well.
For me as a bartender, I put hot water and some sugar together and I make some simple syrup.
I thought that's how. Simple syrup.
Simple syrup is the answer. Very good. Well done, Ryan. Well done, gang. Everybody got that right.
Johnny said simple as that.
It's simple as that. Thanks, buddy.
No D.
Alan's got a new Facebook picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's her and Rudolph or a reindeer or something.
Yeah.
It's so small. We're like squinting to see it. You know, we're a couple of old people trying to read it.
It says,
it's gone now.
I think it says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Alan. Thanks for joining us. Question number 12.
This is not a flavor of mint.
Did you know that mint came in so many flavors?
Yeah,
I was nervous writing this question because I'm like, I had no idea.
It doesn't really make any sense, but apricot, apple, pineapple, or chocolate.
3 of those are actually flavors of mint.
That's kind of what?
Yes, yeah, 3 of those are flavors of mint.
Oh, Ryan says a final.
Boom!
Ellen
Ryan
says
dropping
Merry
it.
Christmas to us. Yeah, that's what it says. It says Merry Christmas. She said Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Alan.
She
Thank you
did a
very much.
picture. All right, apricot.
Boom!
But
That was quick and easy.
Willie said final.
Yeah, he did say final, and
Yeah,
it's
so
over.
that's it.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah. All right.
But
Apricot wasn't.
How are they? Okay, how are they flavors of mint? Do you mean they go well with mint, or they? what is
No,
that?
that means different varietals of mint have different flavors in them, and one is a
By-
chocolate mint.
But made by man.
No,
Yes.
grown.
No.
Yeah,
How?
yeah, like the herb, the different varietals. I don't know if they're even called varietals. I'm way over my head on this one, but
You can grow
different-
chocolate from the ground.
you can grow chocolate mint, and you can grow. I can't remember the other flavors now.
But
Go back to the other flavors.
pineapple and.
Yeah, pineapple mint. You can grow just pineapple mint in your garden, or just
Apple?
chocolate mint. Yeah, there's apple mint.
Okay, I want to grow chocolate mint.
Ryan, can you help me out here, man?
Tomorrow. He says chocolate mint is great.
Right. See?
Johnny Fantastic said pineapple. No, but what? Oh, he said you get them at Walmart.
Yeah.
Alright,
You
I
see,
wanna
there's
know
this
how to
thing.
grow chocolate
Well, I gotta
mint.
get into this. You know, I really love all the stuff that we're doing right now because it's challenging my own knowledge and it's making me research deeper.
It's making me hungry.
It's making
I
you
want
hungry.
chocolate mint.
I want some chocolate mint, pineapple mint cookies.
Oh. Chocolate mint sounds delicious.
That's my new Facebook picture.
Same as regular mint.
Oh.
That's how you grow it. You grow it the same.
Yeah, you grow it the same as regular mint. Just grow it. I don't know.
Alright.
I don't
Well,
know.
the way I grow mint is by pulling it from my mother's mint and dumping it in my yard.
Your mother's backyard, you pull it from your mother's backyard.
That's right.
Right.
But she has peppermint, spearmint, and
See, there's peppermint and spearmint.
lemon.
So there's chocolate mint. There's
Where's
pineapple mint.
mine?
All right, we've spent too much time here. We're gonna move on.
Well, but if everybody likes chocolate.
I gotta find it. Now I can't find it. Question number 13. These are nutrient-filled waters that are left over after flowers have been distilled. I was trying to challenge you guys with some really tough questions.
Really?
And they're really tough questions to read.
You were challenging us until a smart person jumped on.
Is it A, gum water, B, hydrofoils, C, hydrosols, or D, neutral grain spirit? Can we go back to the question?
Yep.
These are nutrient-filled waters that are left over after flowers have been distilled. Ooh, that's a tough question. Would that be considered gum water, hydrofoils, hydrosols, or neutral grain spirits?
Sorry, I gotta look at it again.
These are nutrient-filled waters that are left over after flowers have been
Oh.
distilled.
I'm doing the same thing, Ellen.
Ellen's scratching her head.
She's scratching her.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Ryan says B or C. I was
Ryan's
gonna guess
in with a
B.
B or
My
C.
guess is B.
Ryan's
Hydrofoils.
not sure.
I don't know what a hydrofoil is.
Johnny Fantastic says it's hydrofoils.
Oh.
Don't jump to the answer because I want to explain these.
Oh, Ellen.
Hydrofoils. Ooh.
Oh.
Ryan Clark says C. Final answer. Ryan Clark's Googling.
But he used a question mark. Does that count?
I don't know. I think he's Googling.
Oh, we haven't.
You'll be banned for life.
We haven't.
No
talked
soup
about
for you.
What happens when somebody puts a question mark after the final?
Well, I don't know. What happens if he says
I don't
final?
know.
You
I
can't
guess
say
we'll
like
have to
final
adjust
answer.
it.
I think it's my final answer. It's my final answer.
But
You're
not
not.
positive, like as in it's my final answer, but don't hold me to it.
Right. It's kind of my final answer. It's like you're at a bar. Like this is my last drink. maybe, and then there's this is my final drink, then there's the final, and then there's
Right.
the final,
But if
final
I'm
drink.
wrong, it's not my fault.
All right, that's all he's got. So that means, oh, Ellen's dropping a final, a funnel.
A funnel.
What's the funnel answer?
Oh, Ryan said yes, Allison. Okay, so
I don't know what he's saying yes to, but
because I was like, it's kind of final, but like if it's not right, it's not my fault.
gum water. Well, gum is a simple syrup, so it'd be simple syrup water.
Is that like bubblegum?
Gomme, as in sugar water.
You said gum.
Yeah, it's known as gum. The French word for gum is like sugar water.
I'm
Gum
glad
syrup.
You had that.
Hydrofoils are actually underneath boats to make them go faster. Neutral grain spirit has nothing to do with distilling.
It's hydro.
Well, it has everything to do with distilling, but not to distilling flowers. It's hydrosols.
Boo.
Thank you. I don't know why I'm celebrating, because I finally had a question that stumped somebody.
Because you stumped all of us.
Yeah.
Because
so-
you usually lose.
Oh.
Except that you started
Okay, I
making the
guess I'm
questions and
celebrating because I finally got all of you.
I feel the same way.
Cool. I got everybody. I even got Ryan Clark. Yes.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
All right. Great book, Ryan.
What's happening here? I fixed it.
Question number 14.
He was the author of the Book of Bourbon and Other Fine American Whiskeys and the Joy of Mixology. He was the author of the Book of Bourbon and Other Fine American Whiskeys and the Joy of Mixology. Was it Darcy S. O'Neill, Gary Reagan, Ted
Hay.
Haig, or Dale DeGraw? I know that.
You know Dale DeGraff's name now, right? Because of all of this.
Yep.
Gary Reagan.
Oh. So is that-
Darcy S. O'Neill. Ted Hay.
What?
Dale DeGraff.
What does Gaz mean?
Gaz, final answer. Gaz was the nickname of one of these four characters.
Was it Gary? I'm just guessing. Context clues.
Johnny Fantastic said that Dale DeGraff.
Oh, he said final, so.
Final answer, Gary Reagan.
Gary.
Gaz was his nickname was Gaz.
Really?
Gary Reagan, God rest him.
Where did
Beautiful.
the Z come from?
I don't know, everybody just called him Gaz. Hey Gaz.
Was he a
Gary
gassy
Reagan?
guy?
No, he was a pretty amazing guy. I got to hang out with him. I went to the I can't remember what they call it. What he called his weekend. He had a weekend cocktail in the Hamptons. Oh, I got to remember what it was. Anyway,
You've been to the Hamptons?
it wasn't the Hamptons. It was. I'm having a complete brain fart right now, but I got to hang out with Gary for a few
is
days.
your brain a little gassy right now?
All right.
Did you see what I did there?
I saw what you did there. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to our next question. Here we go. Last question. Here it comes. Who was not included as a contributor to Mixologist, the Journal of the American Cocktail? Who was not a contributor? Was it A, Dale DeGraff, B, David Wondrich, C, Robert Hess, or D, Audrey Sanders? Pardon me.
Hey, everybody.
Last week we had a wow, we have no idea if we're still live right now. We just like vanished off the screen. The screen just, everything disappeared and now it's all back.
Yeah.
Let us know if we're live. All the comments have disappeared.
Oh my God.
Bizarre.
I have no words. I don't know what
We've been live for 18, 19 seconds now.
You're back, Ellen said.
Yeah.
I tried to change camera angles. That's it.
That's bizarre. We changed camera angles and lost everything. Like the whole screen just disappeared.
I'm afraid to try it again. I won't. It's
Yeah,
all
you don't have to.
babe. Everybody gets to look at you.
At least we came back. Ellen's back. Oh, eCam quit unexpectedly. We just have a thing pop up on the screen that's telling us a bunch of garbled images.
Click reopen to open the application again.
All right, we're live. We could just close that off. Just click OK. Very good.
We figured that out on our own.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
I don't know.
Okay. Hi. Hi.
All right. Hopefully other people are clicking in. Ellen, thanks for joining us and letting us know that we're still alive out there. On our final question, there's Ryan Clark. Thanks for joining us back, Ryan. We just had some crazy technical difficulty, and Ryan's back with like.
That's so funny. He's not like, are you guys okay? Is everything all right? You know, he's like, I'm glad you're back. The answer's A.
Seems like a trick question. Going with the king. Oh, you're right, Mr. Ryan. It is a bit of a trick question.
You sneaky Canadian, you.
He's on to me.
Oh, Ellen said it's the zombies. I agree.
Yeah, the zombies knocked us off the internet for,
totally
I don't know,
did.
45 seconds or something.
Yep, they totally did. It was the zombies.
We do have a clean feed, though. That looks pretty sharp.
That's because it's the nicest camera on you.
Oh, right. That's just iPhones, by the way. If anybody's trying to stream or anything, I suggest just collecting iPhones. And if anyone has an extra iPhone out there, just send them to me.
10 or later.
Yeah, iPhone 10 or later. If you have a broken one, please send it to me. I need it. I need
Not
6
if
of
the
them.
camera's broken.
Hey Ryan, if you can find me a good backdrop of the Bay of Funda, we'll drop it behind Allison, and she'll be proud. She will wear it proudly.
It's a challenge, though. I'm kind of determined to find it myself. Is anybody gonna take a stab at the?
All right, Ryan dropped an A down. He didn't drop a final answer, though. He's just going for it. He's not quite positive, but Ryan knows the game here.
Out for today. It's 5 o'clock now. Ah, even a bartender has a
Hey, everybody, please put some clap together for Johnny Fantastic. It's 5 a.m. in Germany. He's in total lockdown, and he's celebrating and cheering us on. He's going to bed now. We're wrapping up anyway, Johnny. The answer is...
Ryan said his answer was fine.
Let's give Johnny the answer before he goes to bed. Dale DeGraff. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Ellen. Thanks, everybody, for cheering us on tonight. Very good. Let's go back to the 2 shots so you guys can see Allison in Paris. Sounds like a nice movie. Allison in Paris. There she is.
Oh, I gotta be over here.
Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, or Ryan and Ellen.
And Johnny.
I think Johnny's gone to bed though, but
Right, but
Johnny, thank you very much for cheering us on and joining us and keeping us going. I'm sorry to hear about your total lockdown in Germany.
that's a bummer. But you know what? There's probably a whole lot less sick people there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Johnny will be back next week, and don't forget to see us on Wednesday night. We have One Drink with Travis Tober on Wednesday night. We're drinking a whole lot of Aviation gin. If you can't tell, I've already been drinking a whole lot of Aviation gin. I've had it a whole night with Travis Tober. And Behind the Glass with Dean Cerneals on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. Allison gets to join me at 10 with DNA Trivia. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ellen, for being longtime supporters. Johnny Fantastic is also a great supporter. Allison, thank you very much for all the hard work.
You're welcome.
Allison comes in at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and she looks at all the stuff that I think I have perfectly prepared, and she's like, oh my God! And she has to redo everything. Every week. Every single week. It's amazing.
Except today, I actually made it early, and you were at the gym.
Oh, that's right. Hey, let's celebrate the fact that I was at the gym, huh? Yeah. No, I was just hanging out with a guy named Jim.
Oh.
Yeah, we were having a beer.
Ha.
Okay, I'm kidding. I was kidding. I was at the gym. Thanks, everybody. We truly appreciate you having out here. Join us next week. It's the last session, or the last week of the year. It's our last presentation of the year. After that, the studio is going to be completely different.
Helen is still laughing. Love it.
Svelte? What does that even
It
mean?
means like awesome.
Right. Svelte to you too.
That's not right, you.
I don't think so either.
Nerdy Canadian, you. You always get on us for our redneck American ways and stuff. I sort of got that one on you, not really, but it's okay.
I'm just letting you dig that hole.
Whatever. I'll take
Hey,
it.
thanks everybody. Love you all. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next Sunday. Cheers, guys. Thanks.